Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Purnima.
As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism profoundly shared, as young as just 11 and a half to 12 years old, Swamiji demonstrated, enacted this beautiful divine Leela, showing to humanity what lays within each and every one of us. Now, to everybody that is watching this, so far we all saw all those enlightened beings, siddhas, yoginis, yogis, and everybody who are blessed to play the role of Guru in Swamiji's life. And they all knew it was Paramashiva in his human form, in his incarnation. And everyone chose to relish that every moment, every passing second with the avatar. The whole ecosystem, the whole temple town of Tiruvannamalai celebrated the happening of the avatar, celebrated this beautiful happening, this beautiful Leela of the avatar.
Actually, each of these leelas demonstrated by the avatar, including today, what today's day is very special for. Everything is just to actually show a unique possibility that each of us have locked and dormant right now within us. And through each of these, he has awakened. And right now, actually, today's day is very special for that experience of third eye, where the 360-degree vision, the Satori experience had happened. And what Swamiji had experienced at that tender age of 12, today Swamiji has gifted this to the whole humanity itself. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of buzz on the YouTube, like a lot of people saying, I'm very excited, and people commenting, telling that you're here from various different countries. So how are all of you feeling right now, today, what Swamiji experienced? At his age of 12, today we are having that as a huge blessing where millions of people are manifesting this power. How are all of you feeling about this? You take a few minutes and post your comments in the YouTube comment section. Wow, looks very exciting to see many people continuously commenting.
Today we have a lot of celebration, a lot that's in store for us. We get to enjoy the avatar, the darshan of the avatar through the Pada Puja and Tula Bharam and the special Nithyananda Satsang and many more. So each and everyone that's here, stay tuned, stay with us throughout, and you get to enjoy so many different special events that are going to happen today. And to all those that are watching us, that are just joining us as well, you're here at the right time, because today is the day where all of us are celebrating the happening of the whole enlightenment experience of the avatar.
Actually, we have a question from a viewer on YouTube. Radha Krishna has commented, is Satori same as enlightenment? Actually, what Swamiji had answered about this is Satori is the first glimpse of enlightenment. But what Swamiji had in that Leela that Swamiji played is where the first enlightenment experience itself happened in his physical body. And that's so beautifully manifested. We are having a lot of testimonials, recordings where how the friends sitting, we're actually going to be sharing all this. I don't want to unravel everything right now, because we are going to be sharing each of these with you in this segment. So stay tuned for this. This is actually a very interesting segment today. And today is a very special day. Actually, if you have noticed, how the word enlightened. So literally, it's like every Purnima, it's like one for someone, the enlightenment.
And actually, the Vaikasi Vishakam, this day is the day that Swamiji had this whole Leela happen. It's extremely special. Not just because of this happening, but this is historical. And since time immemorial, Paramashiva has always been doing something special on this day. Because even if this was the very day, Devi Parashakti, sitting on the very same rock, power of Kundal, experienced her space of oneness with Paramashiva. So on this very day, this auspicious happening, even with Devi Parashakti happening, like this, there are so many more auspicious happenings. And for all of
That is why, see, just like how same Purnami, Devi got enlightened. And in Purnima, Buddha got enlightened. And here on this Nithyananda Purnima, Swamiji manifested that a Leela for all of us for his first enlightenment experience. So today can be a huge possibility even for you to get enlightened. So today, especially understand that when the pralaya is happening, the whole solution, the destruction is happening. At this time, we having this huge breakthrough, we having this experience, we able to have this as an experience is such a big blessing. And understand the possibility that opens for us during the pralaya is huge. Because, like how Sam said, this is the entire pralaya is delusion-based pralaya. So when that door of delusion opens up, how much possibility is there for you to jump out? Same door is given to jump in. So right now, it is the entire, like you are saying, outside how the pandemic is taking a toll over people's lives. And a lot of such things are going on with humanity at large, whether it is the floods, the cyclones that are affecting, earthquakes that are coming, war and terrorism that's happening, the bio war of COVID-19 taking over the world. So many things are happening like this. But at this time, if you are just able to, all you need to do is very simple. Just come and sit. Experience. Open yourselves up for the experience. You don't know what kind of a breakthrough is going to be happening to you.
Yes. So as we're going forward, yes. Now let's understand the details, the nitty-gritties of this happening, which happened 32 years ago this year, and how the cosmos had orchestrated this grand event just so that after this superconscious breakthrough that the avatar had done for the whole world, every single year at this time, literally a floodgate opens so that each and every one of us can experience the same. This great happening, which Swamiji described just now, as we saw in the video, how when Paramashiva manifested as Parameshwara through his body, happened in the very place where Devi got enlightened, and at the same time that the Lord Subramanya was birthed. According to the Arunachala Purana, Devi herself did tapas in the very place called Pavalakundru, and she experienced the ultimate state with Paramashiva and manifested the form of Ardhanarishwara, the form of Paramashiva, which is beyond the male and female body. Then in this very place, a temple was consecrated for Ardhanarishwara and is worshipped till this day as the place where Ardhanarishwara first graced the whole world. And not only that, the time of this happening is a full moon day, and the sacred happening on the occasion of Vikasham on the full moon day is also celebrated as the birthday of Lord Subramanya. So every year we celebrate this day. We celebrate the happening of the Paramashiva as Parameshwara through the body of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this very day, the same day that Lord Subramanya was birthed. Now, these things are not coincidences. This is literally the retelling of the most ancient happening, the most auspicious happening of Paramashiva himself in the modern day for each and every one of us who is living as human beings right now, ready for the superconscious breakthrough. It's an absolutely beautiful orchestration that the cosmos has done so that each and every one of us can enjoy the most auspicious happening, the avatar on planet Earth right now. So now, there have been many people, the autobiography of the avatar team from Tiruvannamalai, from Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai, on site in the very birth town of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has gone to lengths to dig through into the past of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, meet all the people who he interacted with, and get the sharings, get the unique experiences that each and every one of them had as they witnessed the divine happening of the avatar. And one of those is the very doctor who administered the 13 sutures that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had when he had cut his tie prior to the first enlightenment experience. So in this video, we have Dr. Karunanidhi from Tiruvannamalai, who had administered those 13 sutures, telling how the avatar was and the way that he interacted with him prior to this experience, the first enlightenment experience.
I'm Dr. Karunanidhi, a pediatrician. I'm practicing in Kurunamale, state from 1979. Sam Nithyananda is my opposite officer. So he used to come to me, his family, for treatment. So I know him since his birth. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு தடவை தான் ஃபியூச்சர் போடுறதுக்கு வந்து அடிக்க கையில் ஃபியூச்சர் போடுறாங்க எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்தாங்க.
அவருக்கு அப்போ என்ன வயசு அப்போ இருக்கும்?
அவருக்கு அவர் 9th 10th உள்ளதான் 8th 9th. அப்போ ஃபியூச்சர் போட்டு அழைச்சிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. அவங்க கூட அவங்க மதர் தான் வந்தாங்க.
என்ன நடந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னாங்க?
அது ஏதோ இருந்தது, தொடையில் வந்து கட்டி இன்ஜிரி வந்து
Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Purnima. Om Nithyananda Purnima.
So,
Paramashivoham.
in that video, we met Dr. Karunanidhi, who administered the 13 sutures on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. And he's describing how the avatar, though he was just an 11-year-old at that time, he did not seem as if he was experiencing pain. And not only that, they were shocked why he would go to such a extent just because one of his gurus had said so. Just to experiment with the guru, with the truths that his guru has told. Of course, Annamalai Swamigal had never told specifically that you should go and experiment with this truth. You should go and cut yourself and see if you have pain. Of course, that never his guru had told. But the avatar, as intense, sincere he was for his mission to bring superconscious breakthrough to the planet Earth, he had the courage to experiment with what his gurus were telling and make that as an experience which another person can be initiated in. That is the ultimate significance behind this day. After the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the experience of the first enlightenment experience, this superconscious breakthrough, he came down from where he was. He came down from the hillock of Pavalakundu, and he met one of his friends, one of the blessed people who was a part of the Avatar's divine childhood, who interacted with him very personally, and you could even say was one of his childhood friends. But of course, Sampath would always remember the Avatar as a incarnation, as a divine being who he was blessed to see as his friend, interact with so closely and personally as they were playmates and classmates in Tiruvannamai in the 1980s. Sampath describes how after this experience of the Avatar, suddenly he came down from the hill and immediately he had interacted with his friend, and how different, absolutely different and remarkable whom he was, his friend, had entirely changed. How he seemed entirely more energetic. How literally a new frequency was radiating from him. And he says how when the Avatar touched and just hugged his friend Sampath, how he felt an immense energy radiating from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And it was at that moment the first ever initiation happened for the experience of oneness, the experience which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had at that time. As we saw Swamiji himself describe in the video just before this from the last Nithyananda Purnima, this day marks the first discourse, the first satsang, the first initiation, and how since that day, never Swamiji stopped, never Swamiji backs out despite so much of persecution from delivering the initiation into superconscious breakthrough for humanity. Continuously, as an aftermath of that experience, of that superconscious breakthrough, he had ensured to give that to every single being. His first reaction was, I must share this experience with someone. I must initiate another person. Someone else should experience this beautiful state, and how to bring these powers, bring this highest state of living to more and more people. He had the intense will and intense intention to share this experience, bring this experience to more and more people. And that is how the first person, Sampath, had the experience of initiation from the avatar on this very day. And how after that, so many millions of us have that experience. Today, on the same day, Nithyananda Purnima day, you have this experience, this opportunity where you yourself can experience that higher breakthrough and start manifesting Shaktis today. We will be offering, will be in a short time having the darshan of Paramashiva himself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and connect with him. Just through that simple connection, we can mirror the neurons of the avatar, and that exact same experience can happen inside of us, and we ourselves can make sure that we have that experience and start manifesting Shaktis. There are so many millions of people, and in fact, over the last 1 year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been conducting, guiding, and ensuring the continuous offering of the Paramashivoham program, where over 10,000 people have been initiated into manifesting Shaktis, and they are led step by step into superconscious breakthrough, into having this experience for themselves, and they start manifesting Shakti. They literally start manifesting this higher way of living. And that is the down-to-earth practical way that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is bringing the experience of superconsciousness to so many people. And then it's just the last year that Swamiji, while the whole world is going through so many different changes, going through so much of turmoil, people are suffering, and so much of extreme catastrophes are happening. Possible. The super consciousness, the experience of super consciousness is made available to the whole world, is made available to experience by more and more people, by bringing the super conscious experience to the digital platform, by building so many digital ecosystems, by making KAILASA and e-citizenship available to the whole world, by offering the Bhava Samadhi Darshans literally back to back, and giving the opportunity for each and every one of us to connect with the higher energies, the higher gods and goddesses through the body of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and manifest the higher reality, manifest the higher life that we want. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also has made available the Paramashivoham program, the Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, the unclutching initiation, and the minutes for peace, the 24/7 minutes for peace that is going on, continuously offering, continuously a large group of people across 12 different time zones have collectively recorded more than 25 million minutes for peace and for healing coronavirus. All of this stems back to that experience, that super conscious breakthrough that the avatar being happened, for the whole world happened, when Paramashiva manifested as Parameshwara on the 20th of May 1989, now completing 32 years since that auspicious day. Now, we'll have a brief video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism goes through, describes in detail how this experience happened on this day and how he began manifesting, initiating the whole world into manifesting Shaktis from this very day on Nithyananda Purnima day 32 years back. So let's watch and enjoy this video now.
On the Vaigasi Visagam, Vaigasi month, Purnima Tithi, Visaga Nakshatram, one fine evening of a full moon day, Vaigasi month, Visaga Nakshatra, Paurnami Tithi, Subramania's enlightenment day. As per the tradition, he appeared from the third eye of Mahadeva. When I completed 11 and aging into 12, no school at that time, usually this May, June, no school. So usually this summer time I will go and sit in the temple or the hill. Around 4:30 to 6:30, maybe you can say this is the Sandhya time. Around the time of sunset and moonrise, I went to the hill, Arunachala hill. I was sitting at the foothills of Aruna, where I was born and brought up. Whenever I find time, I'll go and spend time in that space, in that area, because Devi became enlightened there. That place is called Coral Hill. I can say in a way the whole ambience was so calm, so beautiful. I decided to close my eyes. I was not even meditating. I was just sitting in a very relaxed way. Those days, I started practicing the self-enquiry. Who am I? Sometime I may feel from where the thoughts are rising. That is thought as taught by Annamalai Swamigal. An enlightened being, enlightened master, who is a disciple of great incarnation, Ramana Maharshi. Once I closed the eyes, the intensity of my yearning started taking over me. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see, hear? Who is that who is deeply discontented even about my own existence? Suddenly, one moment, something happened. Like I'm being sucked inside, pulled inside. Suddenly something opened in me. Something broke inside this Anandaganda area. Literally opened. The first thing happened is that idea inside and outside broke. Means now I know who is the experiencer. Life, alive, being present in everything, experiencing.
दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्.
The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me. I started seeing the whole 360 degree. I could see literally all the sides. 360 degree this side and 360 degree this side. 10 direction. Above and below, side, everything I could see without turning my head, without opening my eyes. My eyes was closed. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience how much I am alive inside my skin. The same frequency, the same depth I was feeling I am alive outside my skin, everything, in everything. That whole 360 degree is me. The skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The frequency of the existence was same as felt inside the skin and outside the skin. The trees next to me, the temple near me, the hillock around me, the sky above me, and the moon, sun which was setting, moon which was rising. I felt I am alive in everything around me. The whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, the idea something is inside and something is outside is completely lost. I just know I am that oneness is the existence. There is no inner, there is no outer, there is no moving, there is no unmoving. The smallest movements of these plants is my movement, and the highest stillness of the center of the cosmos is my stillness. It will feel like as if the whole sky is centered on my Anandagandha. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandagandha, and that balloon is the whole cosmos. Pure, solid gold flowing through my spine, which was cool. Full 2.5 days I was able to see all 360 degree continuously. Whether I went to the home or anywhere I was walking around, I was able to see the whole thing. I went and told my godmother, Vibhudananda Purnima. I asked her whether am I possessed by ghost. She checked my energy and said, no, you are possessed by God. The vision of seeing 360 degree is settled, but that experience of I am one has never left. Now, that very experience getting reproduced in so many Gurukul kids, even adults.
Love.
Wow.
He's wearing a grey jacket. His name is Briss.
P-O-E-E-K.
It's only with the lamps lit, the power of the original lamp is established. I can say so many kids having their third eye awakened, even the adults having their third eye awakened, able to see everything beyond the use of senses.
3 decades over, I can see how that experiences manifested and multiplied into so many beings in these 30 years. How Paramashvatva is manifested through this body and reached out to millions of people, inspiring and manifesting what has happened 30 years before on this very day, how it has opened up and reached out to human beings, and how it is expanding.
My message on this Nithyananda Purnima: work on your third eye, have initiation, see to it your third eye is awakened.
I am available continuously beyond any barriers of time, space, place. I am available to all of you just through this Mahavagya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham is literally the physical form of Paramashiva. Chant this Mahavagya, use this password in your inner space. I'll be there physically, intensely available to do whatever you want. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chant, I'm available.
My blessings to all of you. Let every one of you experience the highest enlightenment.
Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
This beautiful video that we had just watched shows the avatar describing in detail, beautifully, the enlightenment experience, what happened on that very auspicious day. Now, as I was saying before, the very first intention that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had after coming down from that experience, that ultimate experience, was immediately we must share this experience and bring it to more and more people, bring it to the world. Ultimately, it was the very purpose that he came down to planet Earth to bring the superconscious breakthrough. And as soon as he had that superconscious breakthrough within himself, that Paramashiva manifesting as Parameshwara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did the first initiation where he had initiated one of his friends and gave the first energy darshan. Now, we have a brief sharing. This sharing took place, is a rare recording during an interview of Sampath, who was the childhood classmate of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has given so many different sharings from and insights into the divine life of the avatar. And during this interview, he shares how he had the energy darshan from Paramashiva himself, from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, at this time after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the enlightened experience. It was during this recording, it was captured. It's a very rare capture, and as you can see, it is right there in the middle of a program where we were just able to start a recording by the time he started sharing about this extremely unique experience, because it is the very first time, it's the very first initiation the avatar had delivered. So while he's sharing about this during an exclusive interview, during the Oneness with the Avatar program, where participants had traveled to Tiruvannamalai last year, and he was invited to share about the different childhood activities that the avatar would lead, the different devotional activities, the alankaram, the conducting of festivals and everything the avatar would lead at such a young age, and how Sampath would be a part of those. At this time, Sampath began sharing about the enlightenment experience that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had, and how he was lucky enough, blessed enough, chosen to be the first person to receive the energy darshan. So let's watch that video now. So here he's saying he was able to see all around him 360 degrees. I only came to know exactly what happened to him only later. On that day, Swamiji came straight to my house. I was there facing the road. Swamiji came directly to me and called Sampath. I came out and saw his eyes were strange and burning hot. I could feel the heat transiting. I felt it was different, but I couldn't do anything. He put his arm around me. And he said, "Come, let us go." And he took me to the temple. I did not feel like anything happened. I felt like there was some pulling force. There is a Kalyana Sundareshwara shrine. There is a Kundrai tree there. There would be a stone slab there. He sat on it and had
as soon as Swamiji had the experience on top,
on it. He remained like that,
and came straight to Sampath's house. Actually,
so, as you can see, this darshan that the avatar experienced. This darshan was the very first darshan the avatar initiated, and until this day, Sampath remembers it as one of the most profound happenings. In fact, he goes on further to say in many of his sharings that after this day, suddenly the avatar was so much more intense for his goals. Immediately, within a few years, the avatar had gone to left home to go to the Ramakrishna mission, and then after that, for the Paribrajika, or the wandering time, and he was ordained as Paramashiva by his gurus. He was ordained through the Yoga Pattabhishekam by his gurus. His gurus had then felt he was ready for his mission of the revival of Kailasa and left the body, after which entirely alone the avatar embarked beyond his birth town and started initiating more and more people into manifesting Shaktis. So that is the end-to-end, from the time of the advent of the avatar through this extremely profound breakthrough on the 20th of May 1989 and until today. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, after this day, never once stopped initiating people, ensuring that the experience, the superconscious breakthrough, is brought to millions of people today. And there are so many different ways that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made it into reality. And ultimately is not giving up, not stopping the immense superconscious breakthrough which he is bringing to the world. Today, you have this experience through many different events that we are going to be having as we celebrate the divine happening of the avatar, and we celebrate this very happening. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had made this breakthrough happen for each and every one of us. So it's now time to sit and be ready to receive that initiation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. Today, we'll be having a very exciting program, including Pada Puja, which will be starting shortly after the darshan of Paramashiva. And then we'll be having the Tulabharam and the special program with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself on this occasion of the Nithyananda Purnima day. Once again, Nithyananda Purnima is a historical happening which we celebrate every single day. And not only that, for the last 10 years, for the last 10 days, we have been celebrating this day during the Nithyananda Purnima Brahmotsavam. Brahmotsavam means festival, or a 10-day festival where we are celebrating a certain Leela or certain god or goddess. In this Nithyananda Purnima Brahmotsavam, it is extremely special for the Kailasians across the world, and as we are making history through the revival of Kailasa through the Nithyananda Brahmotsavam. This Nithyananda Purnima Brahmotsavam is celebrating this very day where we are celebrating not only Nithyananda Purnima of the first enlightenment experience, but also the day of the anniversary of the Yoga Pattabhishekam. Yesterday, we had gone into the details of the Yoga Pattabhishekam, which happened just a few years after the first enlightenment experience, where all of the gurus of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism ordained him as the incarnation of Paramashiva. And previously, every single day, we've been offering the Alankaram, offering our deepest worship, devotion at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in order to receive, be ready, and ensure we don't take for granted the presence of the Guru in our lives. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism happened in our lives and manifested all of these Leelas as the most ultimate teaching. He himself says, when we understand the Leelas of his life, when we understand why he has been through what he has been through, what for he went through, what he had experienced then we literally are able to manifest the very secret, sacred space of the avatar himself. And it is literally that key into experiencing a sweet Shaktipada and then manifesting powers. Understanding why the avatar happened and the different interactions, the different divine interactions, the different incidents and experiences of the avatar help each and every one of us help each and every one of us have that super conscious breakthrough for ourselves. Ultimately, there are so many millions of people who are ready to show, even demonstrate the powers that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated each and every one of them into, and started making them manifest a higher life. We have a very exciting program for each and every one of you today. So stay tuned shortly for the rest of the program. We'll now take a short break while we get ready and then resume as we get ready for the Nithyananda Purnima Day celebrations.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
On the Vaigasi Visagam, Vaigasi month, Purnima Tithi, Visaga Nakshatram, one fine evening of a full moon day, Vaigasi month, Visaga Nakshatra, Purnami Tithi, Subramania's enlightenment day. As per the tradition, he appeared from the third eye of Mahadeva. When I completed 11 and aging into 12, at that time usually, this May, June, no school. So usually this summer time I will go and sit in the temple or the hill.
Around 4:30 to 6:30, maybe you can say this is the Sandhya time.
Around the time of sunset and moonrise, I went to the hill, Arunachala hill. I was sitting at the foothills of Arunachala, where I was born and brought up. Whenever I find time, I'll go and spend time in that space, in that area, because Devi became enlightened there. That place is called Coral Hill. I can say in a way the whole ambience was so calm, so beautiful. I decided to close my eyes. I was not even meditating. I was just sitting in a very relaxed way. Those days, I started practicing the self-enquiry. Who am I? Sometime I may feel from where the thoughts are raising. That is thought as taught by Annamalai Swamigal. An enlightened being, enlightened master, who is a disciple of great incarnation, Ramana Maharshi. Once I closed the eyes, the intensity of my yearning started taking over me. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see, hear? Who is that who is deeply discontented even about my own existence? Suddenly, one moment, something happened. Like I am being sucked inside, pulled inside. Suddenly something opened in me. Something broke inside this Anandaganda area. Literally opened. The first thing happened is that idea inside and outside broke. Means now I know who is the experiencer. Life, alive, being present in everything, experiencing.
दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्.
The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me. I started seeing the whole 360 degree. I could see literally all the sides. 360 degree this side and 360 degree this side. 10 direction. Above and below, side, everything I could see without turning my head, without opening my eyes. My eyes was closed. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience how much I am alive inside my skin. The same frequency, the same depth I was feeling I am alive outside my skin, everything, in everything. That whole 360 degree is me. The skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally.
The frequency of the existence was same as it is felt inside the skin and outside the skin.
The trees next to me, the temple near me, the hillock around me, the sky above me, and the moon, sun which was setting, moon which was rising. I felt I am alive in everything around me. The whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, the idea something is inside and something is outside is completely lost. I just know I am that oneness is the existence. There is no inner, there is no outer, there is no moving, there is no unmoving. The smallest movements of these plants is my movement, and the highest stillness of the center of the cosmos is my stillness. It will feel like as if the whole sky is centered on my Anandaganda. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandaganda, and that balloon is the whole cosmos. Pure solid gold flowing through my spine, which was cool. Full 2.5 days, I was able to see all 360 degree continuously. Whether I went to the home or anywhere I was walking around, I was able to see the whole thing. I went and told my godmother, Nithyananda Purnima. I asked her whether am I possessed by ghost. She checked my energy and said, no, you are possessed by God. The vision of seeing 360 degree is settled, but that experience of I am one has never left. Now, that very experience getting reproduced in so many Gurukul kids, even adults.
Love.
Wow.
He's wearing a grey jacket. His name is Boris.
P-O-E-E-K.
It's only with the lamps lit, the power of the original lamp is established. I can say so many kids having their third eye awakened, even the adults having their third eye awakened, able to see everything beyond the views of senses.
3 decades over, I can see how that experiences manifested and multiplied into so many beings in these 30 years. How Paramashvatva is manifested through this body and reached out to millions of people, inspiring and manifesting what has happened 30 years before on this very day. How it has opened up and reached out to human beings and how it is expanding.
My message on this Nithyananda Purnima: work on your third eye, have initiation, see to it your third eye is awakened.
I am available continuously beyond any barriers of time, space, place. I am available to all of you just through this Mahavagya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham is literally the physical form of Paramashiva. Chant this Mahavagya, use this password, repeat in your inner space. I'll be there, intensely available to do whatever you want. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chant, I'm available.
My blessings to all of you. Let every one of you experience the highest enlightenment.
Once again, we are understanding, celebrating, remembering, and offering our utmost gratitude at the Divine Lotus Feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this day, Nithyananda Purnima day. For today is when, after which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself began initiating millions of people into the superconscious breakthrough and the powers of Paramashiva. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had ultimately had the pure will, compassion to do any amount of tapas, any amount of meditation, yoga, or Tyaga in order to reach this superconscious breakthrough, this pure experience to millions of people across the world. And not only that, at the mere age of 12, there's not a single soul, it requires so much maturity at the age of 12 years old to understand the need of the hour more so than anyone else and manifest the intensity that the avatar did to have such a breakthrough possible, making Shaktis possible for the entire humanity once again. Let's understand, if this did not happen, today you and I would not be here, and the whole course of history would be entirely different. We know for a fact that the ship that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism built in order to sail through this pralaya is the only thing for many millions of people across the world keeping us alive at this moment. And if it had not been in 32 years back when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had this beautiful experience and sacrificed so much at the age of 12 just to bring that experience to all of us, we would not be here. Let's take this day, this beautiful day, to offer our gratitude, remember the life of the avatar, and continuously be in the sweet space of Shaktipada. For those of you who may not know, Shaktipada is a continuously radiating space of oneness, being deeply connected in oneness with your Guru, who is Paramashiva himself. And that is the beauty of such a beautiful space that the avatar allows us to be in today, as we are sitting in Pada Puja with Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as we worship and offer or witness the Tulabharam, and we are able to be in the divine presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Don't forget, continuously keep that space of Shaktipada with you today. Now, as we go into the next segment, well, as we have now learned, understood the happening of the avatar, the enlightenment experience, and how it happened as described by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, I wanted to now show how that very place of enlightenment for where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism experienced enlightenment on Pavlakundru, that very rock is worshipped as Paramashiva Shila until today. It is worshipped as the very place where Paramashiva manifested as Parameshwara. That rock is worshipped as an embodiment of Paramashiva himself, continuously radiating for the whole world. That space of superconscious energy which radiated from the avatar on this day 32 years back. Pavlakundru is a heritage site, not only that, a place of so much sacred sentiment for each and every one of us. It is that very place where we have had where the avatar had the experience of enlightenment at the mere age of 12 and began manifesting the superconscious energy in order to bring breakthrough for the entire humanity. The Paramashiva Shila is every single year worshipped, and the avatar himself has conducted so many different programs, processions, where in that very space he offers his presence and deeply initiates participants to experience that very oneness with the entire existence that he had experienced at that time. So I'd like to share with all of the viewers the pictures of the Paramashiva Shila as it is worshipped today, and show how over the years the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has has continuously brought people, allowed people into that intimate space, that sacred space at Pavalakundu, and initiated each and every one of them into this powerful experience, an opportunity that is once in a lifetime and a really rare and sacred experience. I'd like to show those pictures to all of you just for us to celebrate. Today also, the worship for the Paramashiva Shivla on this day was offered, and it was offered this morning. Despite so much going on in India, arrangements were made in order to make the puja and offering worship happen in Pavalakundu despite the COVID-19 pandemic.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
The very place where the Supreme Pontiff of
परमशिवोऽहम्
Hinduism had the experience of this first enlightenment experience is today worshipped every single day as an embodiment of Paramashiva himself. We can see pictures, photographs of the very place where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had this enlightenment experience being offered worship, and the sacred ritualistic practices, procedures for offering worship for a linga and for the embodiment of Paramashiva, the representation of Paramashiva is being carried out for this place until today. Even today, despite the COVID lockdown going on and so many different restrictions in place, arrangements were made to safely perform the puja at Pavlakundru so that we can continue the celebrations and worship our gratitude to Paramashiva and to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for manifesting this grand Leela. Every single year, the worship happens at Pavlakundru And despite so many different ongoing persecutions that are happening against the land or against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, the sacred sentiment is carried forward. And this day commemorates that sacred sentiment, manifests that in each of our lives as more and more power. So many devotees across the world worship, just as Kedarnath, the Linga at Kedarnath is worshipped as the place where Adi Shankaracharya left the body and attained enlightenment. The Mahasamadhi, this very rock is not just any kind of rock. It is Paramashiva. Shila is worshipped as Paramashiva himself, and it represents Paramashiva himself, and it is bound to attract thousands of millions of people over the years to come and offer worship as a very extension of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. With this, we'll now move to the next segment of today's program. As we have understood until now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made happen this breakthrough for the whole world at the mere age of 12 years old, 32 years back. Now, let us understand, let us make ourselves available and ready to see a live demonstration of how that breakthrough is manifesting today. We'll now move to the next segment of this program.
Nithyananda Purnima. Nithyananda Purnima.
We all saw a beautiful introduction on this whole, how the science of the Shaktis, how Swamiji has brought this to the humanity. Understand, all of us know this whole thing just as we hear about all of these, just as mere stories or in history or when we listen to Ramayana, Mahabharata. But time and again, an avatar happens, comes down to show humanity the possibility that it has. That is the greatest sacrifice of an avatar.
Actually, the very happening of an avatar itself is a huge statement made by the cosmos of its compassion. So blessed we are that we are getting to live an avatar is in the physical form. Wow, what a blessing. Let's say every time we read Mahabharata, Ramayana, it feels like, wow, how would it have been when people are around Krishna? How would have Arjuna spoken to Krishna? How would have Rama spoken to Hanuman? How was Hanuman's experience? How was it to be Rama's brother? It is, each of us have like different thoughts like this here, like how would it be living around an avatar? And now we all are having that as an experience itself. So beautifully, as you mentioned, each Leela that are done by the avatar, right, are all just for the humanity to understand and experience that possibility. Today's day being the Nithyananda Purnima, the day when Swamiji did the first Leela of his first enlightenment experience. The Leela where he demonstrated the experience of enlightenment by having the 360-degree vision above him, below him, around him, in all the 10 directions. He was able to see with his eyes closed.
Actually, I just want to share with all the viewers. Now, many times, what we understand or what we cognize, what we visualize is God, right? Anybody who does something like, if you see someone, or maybe we say materializing, or when you see someone doing some power, we say, oh my God, that's a divine being. And that's someone great, that's a divine being, only divine people can do that. Here is Swamiji creating so many divine beings, so many gods, and who is Swamiji, right? Like that is one thing, that is one cognition that always awes me, because many times when you have something special, you would like to always have that as something special, and you're like, oh, it cannot be given. You would like to make that as something of your pen. You would like to make that as your brand or whatever that is called. And it is only an avatar can have this tremendous compassion, because he is filled with everything. Anything happening, not happening, anything is inclusive in him. Everything is inclusive in him. So there is nothing that he is not, and there is nothing that he is just. So as an avatar who is all-encompassing of everything, Swamiji gives this sacred sciences to people. When Swamiji did this at the age of 12, when Swamiji brought this whole science out to the humanity, it was not just to show us as a possibility, it was to show that this is possible, this is scientific, and this can happen. And today, Swamiji is making it happen by giving this to millions of people. There are born blind children, the children who are visually impaired, who have been given this science, who have been able to use third eye. Actually, we will show you all even that video.
Actually, I wanted to tell you had made a very important the word, but how Swamiji has made everything scientific. See, we all would have been, as a Hindu, you would be very aware of this Patanjali Yoga Sutras, right? Patanjali was a great enlightened master who was the first person to make this enlightenment as a science. See, science means something that can be replicated, miracle or an accident. These are like happening, which happened without your control, without the science behind it being known to you. So they cannot be replicated. Everything that Swamiji teaches to us is scientific. See, that is something very unique to what Swamiji's contribution is to Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So we are actually going to be looking into what is that such a unique thing, and what is this gift that we have received directly from Swamiji, the avatar. Today's day being the Nithyananda Purnima, this was the very day where at the tender age of 12, Swamiji had his experience of enlightenment, where the first experience, where he demonstrated Leela, where he was able to see through 360 degree in all the 10 directions, just with his eyes closed, and was able to experience the same. Like everything, like Swamiji actually very beautifully describes how the rock on which he was sitting or the trees behind him, everything, he could feel his presence in everything, just like how he felt his presence inside the body. So this same experience that Swamiji experienced at his age of 12, today Swamiji has given it as a solid experience where we're able to demonstrate it and manifest it to millions of people across the globe who are already manifesting as Nithyananda yogis. So today we are going to be demonstrating one of these powers, which is the powers of third eye, to all of you.
And here we are going to be experientially sharing how what Swamiji showed to humanity as a possibility. Today, Swamiji is giving that as an experiential experience to each and every one of us. So here we have the Balasans and Nithyananda yogis joining us live to share this power of the third eye that Swamiji has awakened in all of us and how we use that in our everyday life. So we will now be chanting the pramanas, meaning the scriptural references of this great science. So we will begin with chanting the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference from the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, about the science of third eye.
I welcome you all with my love and response. Let you all open all your three eyes.
I request the Shastra Pramana, the power of third eye.
Actually, just to let all of you know, here we have like 4 different types of pramanas. Pramanas are the references, the evidences that we have collected. So the first is Shastra Pramana. I request the entry operator to kindly project this. Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Vedas and Agamas. So evidence is collected from that. Second is the experiences and results of aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis, the Vedic scientists who time tested and verified the science. The third is the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana is from Swamiji's own experience. The Atma Pramana is from Swamiji's own experience, where all the different this millennium's avatar, where he demonstrated all these powers as a Leela in his life and established how all these are scientific and like foolproof for this modern day. And the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is Pratyaksha Pramana or empirical evidence from the observation and scientific experiments, most of which are directly conducted on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. All of us can even see there's a small graph of it. Now we're going to be, let's enter directly into the power of third eye, where we are going to be seeing the Shastra Pramana of this power. The Shastra Pramana is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. This could go to the further slides. Next slide, please. Next slide. We are going to be chanting this Shastra Pramana. This is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. This is the reference that we have for the power of third eye in the scriptures. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtanmirita-lochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of
Avatar, Krishna, Sri Krishna, initiated and awakened Arjuna's third eye. So in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 11th chapter, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, the 8th verse, Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna into this power with this verse. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. Now, this beautiful science was even directly brought by Swamiji to the world.
And that is this day
auspicious
where
day.
we have the Nithyananda Purnima.
On this Vaikasi Vishakam, the very day where Bhagavan Subramanya achieved enlightenment, in the very spot where Devi Para Shakti experienced her oneness, that very spot, the avatar Paramashiva and Para Shakti, in his avatar as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam experienced and showed to the humanity superconscious, the possibility of the superconscious breakthrough for each and every one of us.
And she was so excited because this Shakti, what Swamiji had experienced, and where Swamiji demonstrated it as a Leela.
I realized not only I was able to see, I was able
where Swamiji experienced it as a Leela, demonstrated it as a Leela, today gifted to humanity and established scientifically. Here you can see the PET scan done on Swamiji, which is the positron emission tomography, which established how whether Swamiji is in the wakeful state or in a deep meditative state, whether he's doing any activities or not doing any activities, throughout his third eye region had a high neural activity. Now, without further ado, let's enter into today's power manifestation demonstration. We request the slideshow to be kindly stopped, and now let us see the demonstration directly from the Balasans and the Nithyananda Yogis.
Actually, the Balasans and Nithyananda Yogis are just a few of the samples of thousands of people that are initiated, that are manifesting this Shakti. We have teachers, doctors, we have housewives, we have fathers, mothers, and children, everybody from all walks of life, irrespective of their nationality, gender, race, caste, creed, or background, or knowledge, or anything, irrespective of all of that. This extraordinary power is reached out to everybody at their doorstep, just out of the compassion of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So joining with us today, we have Manitya Virajananda, a Balasan from Nithyananda Gurukul, and Manitya Paramapriyananda, the mentor who is here to support here. Yes. Nithyanandam, as the Balasans, the spiritual daughters of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, here we are to carry this legacy to the world, just to reach out to the world, this beautiful science that Swamiji is gifting to the humanity. Swamiji is like every way possible, be it social media, be it like temples, monasteries, libraries, schools, hospitals, in every possible way, Swamiji is stretching himself to reach this science to the world, to humanity in every walk of its life. And here we are to showcase one of it, of what experience we have had in our life just by receiving these extraordinary dikshas from Swamiji. And Manitya Virajananda is here. And yes, can you just introduce how old you are, Ma?
Yes, Nithyananda everyone, and I'm 16 years old, yeah.
Yes, so here we have Manitya Virajananda, who is just 16 years old and who is from Nithyananda. She is from the Adi KAILASA Sarvagya Peetam, the kingdom of Adi KAILASA. And yes, Ma Paramapriya, I request you to actually show the IBAN and explain the IBAN, and you can get started with putting that on Manitya Virajananda's eyes.
Actually, this is the NTV operator to kindly project them in full screen so we can see the IBAN closer.
Yes. Could you explain? I think you're muted. Maybe you can unmute and explain about it.
Yes. So this is a ophthalmological surgical IBAN. You can see in the front.
Yes. So the front of the IBAN is made of complete opaque plastic. The back of the IBAN is made of sponge, which complete sits on the skin and prevents any kind of gap and obstructs any kind of light.
Welcome to all of you are joining us. Very excited to welcome all of you here. So right now, what is going to be happening is we are having Manitya Virajananda, a Balasant of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who is completely blindfolding herself. This is an ophthalmologist certified IBAN, which prevents any light from passing in. So now what we are going to be doing is, you, all the viewers who are watching this on YouTube, in KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. Actually, we are live in multiple YouTube channels. So if you're in anything else also, if you want your messages to be read out by us, you can come to KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. So in this YouTube channel, in the comment section, the live chat section, whatever you are going to be posting live as comments, Nithya Virajananda is going to be reading them. We are only going to be starting from the latest ones.
Yes.
Yes.
So, anyone who is watching can go ahead and start commenting. And Madhurija, yes, the stage is all yours. You can go ahead and start reading and responding to the comments as well.
Yes. So the latest comment which I'm able to see is from Ma Brian Birch. She has posted gratitude for my guru and an
We put the NTV operator to project Nithya Virajananda on the full screen so people can see her more clearly as she is reading out. You can just project Ma Virija and Ma Paramapriya. Yes. Yes, go on, Ma. Nithya Virajananda, you can now go on.
Yes. Karthik Rajput has posted Jai Bajrang Bali and 2 thumbs up emoji.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes, so all of you can see now. So we just wanted to show her in full screen so all of you can actually see how she's reading. Yes, NTV operator. Now you could say project as well. So just wanted to show how she's able to see, like you all get it's completely covered. Yes, go ahead. Nithya Virajananda, you can keep reading.
So Margot Lesseray has posted Nithyananda. Yes, Nithyananda Ma. And happy.
Yes, and actually all viewers you all can post different words, numbers, random combination of emojis and letters, and you can post some hard sentences for Ma Virija to read as well. This is just to show you all what happens when you receive the Diksha from an avatar. Yes, Ma Virija, go ahead, Ma.
Yes, Ma Bhaktivasyananda has posted Nithyanandam and exclamatory mark. Such a beautiful, blessed Nithyananda Purnima and a heart emoji and a namaste emoji. Beena Bola has posted, Ma, can I have a body scanning please? Sure, Ma Beena Bola, you will have it. Ma Lakshmi Pant has posted Buddha Purnima. Ma Anne-Marie Cass has posted, see the ball said, but not the message.
But actually,
yes, Anne-Marie Cass, you are seeing the messages just exactly like you're commenting. Okay, so just to let all of you know, all the viewers, if you have the same question, where is Nithya Virajananda reading from? We are reading from the live chat section of Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel.
And now you can read the comments coming in for third eye, Ma. And maybe all the people who are requesting for body scanning, we're just today we're just manifesting the power of third eye because this is directly like the experience that Swamiji demonstrated to the world during his experience of enlightenment at the age of 12, which Swamiji shared to the whole of humanity today. So just you all can post what you want the Balasik to read through the third eye, and you all can post different words, combination of emojis and letters, numbers. You can post any of these and the Balasik will be reading it for you all. Go on, Ma Virajananda.
Swami, please seal the COVIDs. Ma Bhaktivasyananda's posted fantastic Ma, a smiley emoji and a tulip flower. Kailasa Skindia Visakh has posted Devi Parashakti does not read the future. She just manifests what you want. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti Akashakti. Lakshmi Pant has posted thank you, amazing. Actually, I request all of you, those who speak Hindi, to type something in Hindi and I'll also be able to read it. Wow. And yeah, you can post.
Just to let all of you know, Nithya Virajananda is from Malaysia. So I don't think you would have read Hindi in Malaysia anyways. So cool to see how we are going to be reading it now. Yes, go ahead. So after Lakshmi Pant's comment, whatever comments are coming, you can keep reading.
Yes. Mimi World just posted an emoji like this.
Yes. Yes, and then go on.
Bolai Ma posted thanks Ma, and Ma Bhavani Viraya has posted Nithyananda Ma Virija Nitu exclamatory marks. Amazing seeing you third and manifestation. Yes, Nithyananda Ma Bhavani, glad to see you on the comment section. Yes, Nithyananda too. Yes. And Mahesh Ayers posted 3 namaskar emoji. Om Shivo 369 has posted Happy Buddha Purnima Kailasa Shivo Jody Wells has posted Swamiji is the greatest gift to humanity. We are all blessed. An exclamation mark and a heart emoji. Margaret Lesser has posted. It's so amazing. You are reading so fast. Yes, ma'am. With the initiation of Swamiji, you too also read very fast like me. And Edwin Walker has posted blessings for me and family and like emoji like this. Yeah. And Bhavani Viraya has posted Salamat Malam Ma Virja Apa Kabar. Kabar Baye Ma. Yes. Actually, she asked me how are you in Malay, and I replied back saying I'm fine. And Karthik Rajput has posted something in Gujarati.
Wow.
Jai Mata Ji, I think. And Ma Nitya Parameshwari has posted 3 emojis. The first emoji has 2 stars in the eyes. And this next emoji is like, and a 2 heart emoji. And third is like hearts, 3 hearts in the face. And MMV, and then Ma Divyananda has posted my fave emoji. An equal sign and like cross sign like that, and a fox coming out of the box. And Emma posted Om Nithyananda Purnima Namaskar emoji. Bless her family, Swamiji hyphen Lakshmi. Ma Nitya Parameshwar has posted Nithyananda Ma. Yes, Nithyananda Ma to you also. My annual class has posted Bonjour de la France. Yes. Ma Nitya Mahajarananda has posted Nithyananda and hyphen and I love you Swamiji. Yashadhara Balaji was posted wow. Actually, the wow has 2 W's towards the end.
Wow, so much precision.
Ma Nitya Parvashapriyan has posted Nithyananda Ma, and yes, again Ma, I'm saying Nithyananda to you. Manjari Shukla has posted thank you. Brian Birch has posted I love. Love is in the form of a heart emoji. This demonstration, wow. Actually, the O is a 0. And yeah, B. Sharanya has posted 3 heart emoji and 2 heart emoji where the eyes are 2 heart. And Radha Krishna posted 2 snowman emoji, like the snowman's hands are like this. And Om Shivom 316 has posted thanks all Kailasa from Japan, Jai Kailasa. Manitya Mahajananda has posted you're so amazing. Karthik Rajput, yes, it was Jai Mataji in Gujarati. How many languages can
Actually, Margarita, you want to answer how many languages can be read?
It's just the power of downloading. You want to get actually, yeah, you have the third awaken, no? Like life becomes actually even more easier when somebody comes approaches you from different languages. You just download the language that second and answer back to them. Okay, and then Alka Bharadwaj is posted bless me ma. Regin Raj is posted an average magician can do this trick. Shukla.
Yes. Sorry, Margarita, I would just like to respond one thing. Regin Raj Ayya, see, there's a difference between science and magic. If one person does this and there's a trick, it's magic. If this is being able to be if this can be replicated as an experience to anyone and everyone, it's a science. It's a clear science. And
sorry. Actually, understand, everything that we are demonstrating here, they are not with any tricks or any techniques that are used. Please understand, every human being, if you have a head, you have a third eye. This is a statement that Swamiji, Parameshwar, who has come down in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhana, His Divine Will Bhagavan Nithyananda Parameshwar, is making by giving this power to all of us. Understand it? I actually, looks like you're someone newly joining us here. We're more than happy to welcome you here. And today we are actually having the Nithyananda Purnima. We are celebrating the Nithyananda Purnima. This is the very day, just like how Ma Virija, who is having her eyes tight, using the power of third eye, is able to read your comments that you're putting in the YouTube chat. Same way, Swamiji, in his age of 12, he was able to do this in 360 degree. This whole thing was done 360 as a 360 degree vision by Swamiji, and that was the experience that he was able to do when he was at his age of 12. And today he has given this to millions of people in the world. This is not a trick. If it was a trick, then you are someone who's commenting live. How do you think she would have been able to read what you have commented? So understand, Ayya, when you put it as, okay, it is a trick, then you are actually missing out on what is that huge possibility that is actually waiting for you. So do not do that mistake, because today can be even your day of your enlightenment. Just like how Buddha got enlightened on a Purnami. Today, this is the exact day when Devi achieved her oneness, when Subramanya achieved his enlightenment. Swamiji demonstrated this Leela. He played this Leela of this one first enlightenment experience like that. You can have your enlightenment today. So do not miss out your enlightenment just because your mind is trying to convince you that it's a trick. If it's a trick, I think she would have been able to read your comment, yeah.
And also science, which there's a lot of scientific research that's been done on it. And I'm sure all of us, anyone before coming to a conclusion, we would do a lot of research and understand about it, right? So definitely, if yours is such a comment, I request you to do the research and then come to this understanding. You can go and visit our websites. And there's kailasa.org, and you can go to nithyanandapedia.org, and just put on third eye, you will see the whole science there, all the scientific research is there, and we have tons of books published. So I'm sure you can spend time to understand that. And thank you so much, Aya, for commenting. Yes, Manati Varajan, there's so many.
I think right now your whole comment section is flooded with comments, Mavaraja. I think you have to just go back to you have to just continue from wherever you're seeing right now.
Yes, ma'am, Virija, you can continue.
Okay, somebody in person named Radha Krishna has put something in the here.
Okay.
Actually, if you want, I can write it down.
Ma Virija wants to write it down. I think we can start.
Do you have a piece of paper?
Yeah, a paper can be arranged. Just give us a minute. Ma Virija, you can actually continue.
You can keep continuing.
Yes. You keep continuing. And Ma Radha Krishna, whoever has commented, please stay tuned and do comment once more. Like we're just getting a paper and a pen. So once she gets the paper and pen, she's going to write and show to you in the same language that you have posted it. Cool. Ma Virija, come on, continue. We are having more and more people who are coming and sharing. Go ahead.
Name Tata's posted Swami's next level. Bharati Parvashwa Priya has posted a sunflower, rose which is facing down and a petal falling down, and a white flower, and a moonrise which has like a red background, and a white flower. Again, a rose which is like the rose is falling down, a sunflower. Love is Purnima, and sunflower and a heart, a sunflower and a rose, and a sunflower. Thank you, Parameshiva. A white flower, a moon, like basically the Purnima emoji, and the white flower again. Monica Nitya Nishkroda Nanda's posted 7 heart emojis. Yeah. Well, like in the eyes, there's 2 heart emojis. And then Sinu Vasan has posted. He has posted 8 heart emojis.
Yes. So we have the paper and pencil ready. Ma Virija, you can
actually you can post anybody here. You can post different language also. And Manati Virija is going to see the script and write down that script for you all, and she's going to be showing it here. So with her eyes blindfolded, using the power of the third eye, she's going to be writing down the script. Yes, Ma, go ahead. You can go back and read the comment.
I think Ma Radha Krishna had posted it something.
Yes, ma. I'm just going to show you the paper.
Let's go ahead to that comment and okay, I think she's posted again. She's posted it again.
Go ahead. Yes, it's a blank paper. You all can see it's a blank paper. Just a plain sheet of paper and a writing pad. Yes.
You can write it now. Yes. Okay, Ma Radha Krishna has just posted in. It's the latest post. You can write what Ma Radha Krishna has posted. Go ahead, ma.
How cool is this, right? That actually every time and every celebration that we celebrate in Sanatana Dharma, it is for that experience to come to us. Like, that is a time the whole cosmos literally aligns itself. So where we can have that experience in us. It is so beautiful. Swamiji has already made it as a reality for us. Having this experience, just like how Swamiji had 360-degree vision. Like that, already that experience has started manifesting it as so beautifully. It is really, really such a huge blessing directly from Parameshwar himself. Yes, a lot of you are joining us. Kolchi, Millie, R. Manjula Ranananthan, and Sovereign, Bray, Andrea Pillan, Margaret Lasser, Nithyanandam. Welcome to all of you who are joining us for today's. Okay, so Mahaviraja has written. Oh my God! Radha Krishna, would you like to acknowledge in the comment section if Mahaviraja has put your script exactly as it was with her eyes closed? This was beautiful, Manitya Virajananda. This is absolutely beautiful. I think so many viewers here on YouTube are just so excited. And yes, I actually now request Ma Paramapriya to remove her iPad and show to the viewers that it was complete. It is completely still intact in place, and it was put exactly as it was shown. Actually, we can see how Mahaviraja's eyes are now adjusting back to the light. She's slowly trying to open her eyes. Yes, thank you, Manitya Paramapriyananda. And you can see clearly that the whole eye band is intact. Now, could you also show it like this so that we are able to see that there is no gap? Just, yes. You all can see there is absolutely no gap. It's completely thick and covered. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I just wanted you to answer one point on this, right? So there are thousands of us that are manifesting this power of third eye. Now that you actually experientially showed this to people, do you want to share? Is there anything that we need to do for this? Or like what is it? Do we need to do some hard practice? Or is there some or there's some process? Or is it like dependent on us? Or what exactly makes us manifest? Just a little bit about it. And also just to tell, Ma Radhakrishna has acknowledged, great. It means hello in Japanese. So you got it exactly right. Thank you, Ma Marisa. Yes. You can go ahead and share. Yes, go ahead, Mom.
Yes, so actually, you don't need to do only the only thing what you need to do is just one step. Just you just surrender to him totally. That you're dropping all your incompletions, whatever patterns, whatever you're clinging on, what you're clutching on. Just drop in that is Swamiji's feet. Like Swamiji, there's always a quote that Swamiji said that you take one step towards me, I take 1,000 steps to be with you. So it's like that. So you take one step for you to manifest him, he takes 1,000 steps for you to manifest him inside. So you just surrender. Yeah. So true. Actually, thank you so much, Ma Nithya Virajananda. Thank you so much, Ma Nithya Paramapriyananda. And just to let all the viewers know, there are thousands of people every day in their day-to-day life manifesting this extraordinary Shakti. Just to share with you all, we have children, kids who go to school, and we even have kids who are facing autism in their life. And we have so many children, adults from all walks of life who are benefiting from this science. But one field that has received a phenomenal breakthrough like never before. One field that has really experienced breakthrough, not even in the supercontinent, but even within the periphery of the normal world, what science has not been able to achieve. Just this one contribution that the Supreme Court of Hinduism has extended out of the thousands of other things, just this one thing has led to a phenomenal breakthrough. To share with you all, we have the born blind children, the children who are visually impaired either by their birth or who have lost their sight due to some kind of an accident or some tragedy in their lives. To all of them, where science so far has not provided any hope on how they can gain without having to go through a surgery, without having to go through any kind of a medical procedure, if there's a way for them to see. We have the born blind children, the visually impaired children who are initiated, who have been given this phenomenal power as a gift, and even they have started seeing, they have been able to start using their third eye
to tackle their everyday obstacles in their day-to-day life and also experience an extraordinary intelligence awakening in them. Like this, there are tons and tons and tons of experiences to share. But today, what you all saw, so far what you all heard, what you all listened to, today is going to be an experience for all of you. Each and every one of you are going to carry this as an experience in your life, just through the darshan and diksha of the Supreme One.
And I think it's already time now. Time has come where we are going to be receiving darshan of the avatar. So now let us all get ready, prepare ourselves to experience the darshan of the avatar. Sit neck and spine in a straight line. Let us all get ready to receive the avatar by entering into a deep meditative state. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out deeply and slowly. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Hold on to the deep prayer. Requesting the blessings from Swamiji. So that you can have this experience Swamiji had. Let this Nithyananda Purnima bring that experience of enlightenment each and every one. Just prepare your whole inner space with the intense space of listening and the deep meditative space of gratitude. Just open your whole inner space to receive the darshan, the diksha, the extraordinary experience of oneness from the avatar. Continue having your eyes closed. Let our whole inner space reverberate with the Mahavakya. Just have deep space of gratitude. This gratitude makes all your wants, needs, Satya Sankalpa, the conscious resolutions to just drop, making you ready to reflect the space of Paramashivya. Gratitude overflowing from your Ananda Ganga. Just start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.